I'm gonna be moving around a lot, and also I have to move right now because I need to go over to my computer so I can turn my stream on so I can see the chat. I'm sorry if it's a little echoey. I am in my basement because this is the only place that I had room for all this stuff. So, yeah, I'm gonna put my gloves on and I'm going to start dyeing some papers. Just making sure that everything's good on my computer. Everything's good right there. I got my drinks underneath the table. Okay, putting my gloves on and gonna get started. This is just a simple Easter egg kit that I got from Walmart. Or actually I got it from Meijer, but you know, you can get them anywhere. This happens to be a camo kit, but I only chose this one because it has 8 color tablets. And here they all are. I also have some squirt bottles that I might put some dye in as well to make fun designs on the papers once they are laying on my tarps. I have 2 big tarps, one back there and one over there, for my paper to lay and dry on because I don't want to lay them directly on the concrete floor because number 1, it would dye the floor, and number 2, this, you know, it's a concrete basement floor. It's not the cleanest. So I am gonna put my other glove on, and the first round I'm just gonna do regular straight paper dye. All I'm dyeing is plain copy paper from Walmart. I just bought a ream of it. Hi, Gwen. Oh, I can hardly see the chat on my... Hold on, sorry, I need to, there we go, that's better. Okay, hi Gwen, how are you tonight? Thanks for showing up. Oh, these are not, I thought these were gonna be big enough. I think it's because it's tapered that it's not working so well. Thanks, Gwen. Hi, Deb, how are you doing? Debbie, Deb, whichever you prefer to be called. Darn it, I was hoping that these would be big enough to cover the whole sheet, but it's not looking like they are. But that's okay. I'll just try to get them as best as I can. Well, hopefully without ripping them. Some of the edges may not have dye on them, which is okay. I shouldn't have set down that stack of paper. I'm doing pretty good. Can you hear me okay? Do I sound okay? I know that there's probably an echo because I'm in my concrete basement, but it's the only place that I had room to do this. And it's the only place that I really felt comfortable doing it with all of this dye. So I'm just gonna start, probably do like 5 or 10 sheets of each color. I really gotta smush them. Ooh, one thing I didn't bring was a paper towel to wipe my gloves clean. I don't think I have any rags down here, but I'm gonna go look. I might, you never know. Sound great? Good. All I hear is my own echo. I was nervous about not being able to get a good setup with both my camera and my laptop, because my personal laptop, I don't ever use it. I have a work laptop that I work on, and my personal laptop is from like 2014. It's very old, and I'm I wasn't sure that it was gonna even work, but it does, it's working fine. Okay, I'm gonna go look over here in the corner, see if I have a rag. I'll be right back. And I do. This is where I used to do a lot of my big, crazy, messy art projects, paint projects. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And for this dye, I just did it as the directions said, with the tablespoon of vinegar to, you know, help dissolve the tablet. And then I did like, I don't know how much water. I basically just did enough to barely cover the bottom. The aqua, yeah, the aqua does look nice. I was hoping they would be a little more vibrant, but I probably put too much water in them. But I wanted enough water to be able to dye paper, as well as have some left over for my, for the bottles to squirt some tie-dye design stuff. So, here we are. It was like, I live in Northeast Ohio, you know, it's still winter here, but today it was 70 degrees, and tomorrow is gonna also be 70 degrees. It was like, it was nice. It's gonna fluctuate in temperature, you know, for a while until spring actually gets here, but having a taste of the warm days was definitely nice. And then one more purple. Okay, there we go. And I am probably gonna end up accidentally mixing my colors, but oh well. Tornado watch, yikes. We have a chance for some severe storms tomorrow. I don't know that they'll turn into any tornado-like stuff, but severe thunderstorms at least. I keep kicking over my cups on the floor. Thankfully they're empty. Next time I'm going to get some bigger pans. I got these ones because they said they were like 11 by 9 and something, but I realized that it's tapered, and the big end, yes, is probably 11 by 9, but the end on the bottom holding all the water is not. But it'll do for now. Getting orange. Okay, orange is now almost done, and then I'll go back over and read the chat. I have no idea how long I'm going to be on. I'm just kind of playing right now, winging it, seeing where it goes. Okay. All right, now Time for pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. And even if these don't dye the paper, the whole paper, they'll still have a cool effect. Hopefully, anyway. I'm trying to push the paper into the water to make the water come up above the paper. Okay. And then now I gotta go to the other side. Just gonna bring a stack over there. We don't go in the basement a lot, so there's a lot of cobwebs and stuff around. Thankfully, I haven't seen any spiders. Hopefully, I don't. I do not like spiders at all. It's not really spider season, but with it being warm, getting warmer today anyway, you never know, they could find their way in. I've seen some big spiders in this basement. Holy crap. Push all the dye, and then last one. Okay. Next color is yellow, so I really need to make sure I get my hands clean. I'm not used to streaming with my phone this way. Usually I stream with where it's flipped around. Actually, I mean, usually I stream, you know, tabletop, but not today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a nice tripod that it's sitting on. Well, it's not a nice tripod, but it's a tripod that is working nice. I rarely use that one, but tonight it's coming in handy. yeah, I'm making a big batch of papers. I don't really have any plans for them. I just wanted to dye some paper. I haven't done it in a long time. But be putting them into journals and stuff. And I can't really see the chat over here. How long does it take for the paper to dry? It takes a while. I'm gonna be leaving it in the basement, and since it is still winter, the air is still pretty dry. So when I wake up in the morning, they might be dry. It's been so long, and I usually only dyed paper like in the summertime because I would do it outside and just do it in my garage, let the papers dry in my garage, and they dried a lot faster, obviously because it was summer and warm. But I'm hoping with it being here in the basement, where it's not, I mean, it's my basement, so yeah, it's a little damp in the air, but overall, shouldn't take that long. I'll come check on them in the morning and see where they're at. I think this is only 4. I only grabbed 4 pages. Pretty sure I only grabbed 4. And if I did grab 5, well, now I have an extra green, and that's okay. I was kind of thinking and talking, and I wasn't actually counting. And now, for the blue, but first, I need a drink. Okay, couple more blues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I have 5. I like the shade of this blue. It's almost like a cerulean blue. It's really pretty. Should have made some coffee and did some coffee dyeing too, but I was only set on the Easter egg dye. Pardon me. Because it would have been neat to have coffee dyed paper with a little bit of color from the colored dye. I could probably still do that at another time. because I'm going to keep all of this dye still. Okay. All right. All the papers are in the dye. My hands are mostly dry. Now what I think I'm gonna do is crumple up some, like kind of loosely, and just drop them in. Some of the colors, or I mean all of the colors. Right now I don't want to cross-contaminate my colors because I still want to fill up my little bottles. Oh, you can't even see them. My little bottles. But once I do that and there's not much dye left in the trays, then I'll just mix some of the colors together. Crumple up some more. And all right, got some in the blue, some in the pink, and some in the orange, and the purple, and green, or teal actually. This is green. Turn over the green, turn over the yellows, and then turn over the reds. Here we go. Okay. So this is it for now. I'm gonna take these let the crumpled ones sit in there for a little bit. And then I'll probably fill up a bottle with some of the colors. And I have more water down here if I decide I want like lighter versions. I already think they're going to be pretty light, so I don't know that I'm going to want lighter versions, but I might. So I have the water just in case. Okay. You may not be able to see me. Well, actually, I think you will be able to. But right now, I'm just going to take the stuff out of the containers and lay them flat, hopefully without ripping them. Yeah, these are going to be very light, but maybe they'll dry darker, hopefully. I want nice, dark, vibrant colors, but I know that that's not always the case. Hopefully Hopefully you can still hear me. All right, so we got the teal down. Whoa. And the purple, put over here, get the purple. Down over here. And so far they're coming up just fine. They're just very light is all. Whoops, I did rip that one. Oh well. And I think there's two that are like, yeah, there's two right here and they are stuck together. See if I can get them free. Looks like there's a spot right here. But if they start ripping too much, then I'll just let them dry together. Oop. There we go. Okay, 4 and 5. Okay, purple are done. Let's get the orange down there now. Oh, the orange actually looks really nice. Orange is my favorite color. Hopefully I have enough room for all these papers on these tarps. I should. That one's just gonna stay folded. Okay. So now got pink. The pink is very, very light. But you can definitely tell that it is not white anymore. especially that bottom one. That bottom one actually did get some decent color on it. Okay, now blue. Oh yeah, the blue looks nice. And the last blue. Okay. Now the green. And green. Whoops, got a little green on that pink one, but that's okay. And since these aren't laying perfectly flat on this tarp, they most likely will not dry perfectly flat, but that's all right. I can iron them if I need. That would be a lot of ironing, but it can be done, is an option. Or I can just use them as they are, crinkly and all. Okay, now we got yellow. Yellow. You there. And you there. Okay. Yellow, 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 yellow. There we go. Yellow and yellow. then I'm gonna have a little bit of fun. Not that this isn't fun, but a different kind of fun. Some of these are really sticking to each other, and I'm trying to carefully get them apart without ripping them. Okay, there we go. Back hurts from all the bending down. Which color seems to be taking best? Hold on a second. I'm gonna move the tripod a little bit, so if you get motion sickness, cover your eyes. Okay, I'm waiting for my computer to update, but here's the purple, and that's the teal. The red back there and the blue, they're really all taking color well for what they are. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but here's the red. The red looks really nice, and blue looks really nice. The green, oops, running into a whole bunch of cobwebs, gross. So, yeah, and here's all my dyes. Okay, I'm putting you back. Ooh, and there we go. I would say the red and the blue are taking it the best. But now I'm gonna take some of the dye, put them in the bottles. I actually still have the cups that I made the tablets in. So let's pour a little bit. Ugh. Thanks. Hopefully, I should have brought a funnel down here. Ooh. Very, very carefully. I have ideas for these bottles. Might actually be easier just to pour the dye. No, that actually won't be easier. Okay, so we got a pink bottle. Yeah, the the green. The green does look good. No. Nope, that's not gonna work. Is this the orange or the yellow? I think it's the yellow. Yeah, okay. So let's put some yellow back in here. And then all right, yellow. And I gotta put the lid on it. I'm gonna make some tie-dye papers with the squirt bottles. Next, blue. Or is this blue? No, that is definitely teal. This is definitely blue. Ooh. It's nerve-wracking playing with all this dye. One wrong move and it's gonna color everything. Probably should have done this when I had a lot more dye in the thing. But I wanted to make sure I had enough for the actual papers themselves. Let's do green. Green, green. Okay. And now green is done. Where is red? Red's all the way over there, of course. I already did pink. Well, since I'm over here, let's just do the teal. Whoa, apparently it wants to go this way. Anyone thirsty? Some nice teal water for you. Purple, orange, and red left. Okay. Red, purple, and orange. Orange. All right. Kool-Aid, yeah. Probably the same thing they dye Kool-Aid with. No sugar in it though. Because supposedly these are food safe for the eggs, you know? So it could be. Not sure if I want to dye eggs with Kelsey yet this year. She's only 2. She'll be 2.5 in April. Next month, I guess. And I just feel that she would make all kinds of messes. But we are taking her to an Easter egg hunt this year for the first time, so that's exciting. Okay, red is done. Oh, crap. Oh, okay, never mind. Thought these had like stoppers on the top of them, like underneath, but they don't. And purple. Okay, there we go. Cool, I got my bottles filled up. Now I'm gonna dye like 2 of each color. There's really not much paper, much water left in them. So I'm going to put more water in them. And it will lighten these ones up a little bit, but that's okay because I'm going to be tie-dyeing them. And then the pink. Okay. These ones are I'm actually gonna crumple them up. So I guess I'll do 3 of each color, and I'm just gonna kind of roll them around a little bit. Just to get a little bit of color on them. Okay. Let's do yellow, yellow, and yellow. Blue. Blue. Now Now I need green and red. 2, 3. And then green. Okay. All right, so for these ones, never dyed paper. It's fun. There's so many ways to dye paper. I do a lot. Well, not recently, but I've mostly done coffee dyeing and Easter egg dyeing. But now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let these soak some color for a little bit. I'm going to turn this way, and I'm just going to lay some plain white paper down as well. Then I think this would be enough. Okay, so I got some plain white paper down, and hold on, let me see what you said. Hi Beth, how are you doing? So now, this paper, I'm going to take it out and uncrinkle it mostly. Then set it down. And actually, I'm going to try not to get the same colors right next to each other. So that way they get some different colors on them. Then we got yellow. And green. Then we'll do blue. And see what Beth said. Now I know how to do this. I was going to use my old ink pads, but I don't have room in the house. I'll do it this summer outside. Yeah, I used to do this outside in the garage, but I really wanted to do it, and we don't really have the room in the garage anymore, so I can do it in my basement. Just set up a table, put some tarps down, or plastic, or even old magazine, or newspapers, whatever. Although they might stick to the newspaper. That might not be the best option for that, but it's fun. Some people bake them in the oven to get them to dry, but I'm not doing that. I have not been doing any spin art, no. Haven't been wanting to paint. it's mostly just been glue booking that I've been wanting to do. Okay. Ouch. All right. Let's find a green and a blue. Green and blue. And then pink. Yeah, I think it's a fun Friday night activity for sure. Do pink and purple. Pink and purple. And then got about one of each left. So let's just, I got 2 yellows left. Okay. And another yellow. Have to keep walking in circles. Oh, I got 2 oranges left too. I'm gonna have like just enough room. Might have to actually overlap some of them, which is totally fine. Okay, 4 left, 5 left. Okay, get that yellow and blue. This out of the way. 3 left. And then we'll get to the fun part. The really fun part. Green will be last. Okay. Perfect. Room for 1 more, and that's all I have left. Okay. I'm going to wipe my hands off. Oh yeah, thumbs up, please, that would be nice. Thanks, Gwen. All right. I need to move my chair that has my computer on it. That shows me the chat. Okay, and then I'm gonna move this over and down a little more. And then I'm going to start with, we'll start with red and blue. So I know you can't see me right now, but hold on. Getting there. Okay, I have red and blue in these bottles. And what I'm gonna do is step on my paper accidentally. Hopefully this is gonna work the way I want it to work. We're about to find out. Hopefully you can also see me. Or not, maybe not me, but at least the fun part. So I'm just taking these bottles and just gonna, whoa, very cool. Okay, they're more splattery than, or more stripey, not stripey, dots. The word I'm looking for is dots, polka dots. Instead of a string of, or a string, I should, oh my gosh, whew, Daddy Longlegs scared the crap out of me. Sorry buddy, but you gotta go. You got to go. I don't know if it's just getting pulled up or what, but yeah, I'm just making some tie-dye paper by throwing the dye, literally throwing the dye. And now I got red. Oh, sorry. Spider web. Okay, and red. All right, and now how about, so red and blue would make purple if they mix. Although it's getting on some of the color, and yeah, it probably doesn't really even matter. Let's do teal. Is that teal or is that green? Is there actually, this is teal, okay. Hopefully anyway. And then, yeah, just spraying them along. Oh, I didn't get any red on that paper. That's okay though. There we go. Yeah, best they do. And now, maybe some yellow. This is only Daddy Longleg. If it was one of those big, nasty black wolf sliders or something like that, that scream would have been way worse. I probably would have had to end the live because I would be so embarrassed. All right. Now these papers are gonna gonna turn out pretty neat, I think. Some of the colors may run together a little bit, make them look a little bit muddy, but that'll be all right. So I did teal, red, yellow, and blue. I don't think I'm gonna mix any orange or green or any of that because they might run and make it a little too muddy. Thanks, Deb. I know you can't really tell because the lighting's not that good, but they do look pretty cool. Here, I will take you on another adventure because I have a nice tripod. Still probably can't tell that well, but you can tell better. Whoops. And it's a little shaky, but yeah, the color, they really don't look much better from that angle. So I'm just gonna put you back, hopefully not making anybody car sick. Okay. There. But once they are dry, I'll definitely make a video on, yeah, you can definitely, do you think you'll do a video? Oh yeah, yes, I will show a video of them when they're fully dry, and you definitely can use spray bottles. I was hoping that that I would get more of a stream than I did the dots. And sometimes spray bottles get, like clogged. So they're a little finicky and upsetting sometimes when they do that. So I was just going with the stream bottles. I do have a little bit more room over there. Maybe I could do some splatters of the other colors, but not much room, and I don't think those colors would really go well together. What time is it? 9:30? I thought I would be down here for hours. But I did exactly what I wanted to do. And, yeah, I think I'm going to probably call it a night here. What I'm gonna do with these, I'm probably just gonna leave them for now. Maybe I'll come back out in the morning. Hopefully these are dry, and I'll just do another batch of papers. But yeah, for now, not really much else that I can do except wait for them to dry. And then these other crumpled papers that I have over here, once the orange is dry tomorrow, I will, oh, you can't even see, these crumpled papers that I have on the other side, I'll take these and dip them in another color, so that way they're kind of like two-tone. Like this one's orange and white right now, but tomorrow, once it's dry, or at least mostly dry, I will uncrumple it, crumple it again, and put it inside a different color. I'm also going to refill the colors that I used tonight. I have more bottles too. I'm going to try to fill and use up all of that ink so I don't waste it, or dye, I mean. Ugh. There's a cobweb on this chair even that I have my computer on. You can definitely tell I don't go down here much. They look really good. Great idea to use the bottles to splatter the different colors. Thank you, Gwen. And you're welcome, Debbie. yeah, I just like to get all the colors put out and then lay them flat somewhere. And sometimes make the crazy tie-dyes like that. So yeah, definitely I will come back when they're dry and make a video on it. But for now, yes, I'm going to I'm gonna take the gloves off and call it a night. Shoot, my hands are sweaty. All right, bye everybody. Thanks for coming. I'll see you in the next one.